What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Lifestyle After 5, the podcast that hit different after the 9 to 5. I'm Ali. As always, I got my man with me, Lord Shoe.
What's good, family? Tonight, we're tackling something urgent, something you might not see yet, but trust me, you're feeling it already. That's for sure.
So, yeah, tonight we're going to break down. We're looking at AI is creating a new digital divide, and we want to know which side you are on. AI is quickly splitting social society into two groups: the creators who leverage it and those who consume it, and will soon get replaced by it. So we're gonna break down exactly how you can make sure you on the right side of the digital divide,
Right.
like the Bloods and the Crips. It's like a
Yep.
gang, join the technology gang.
Yeah. It's the only way,
Shout out,
y'all.
shout out to them.
Let's get it.
So first, let's talk about what really happened. According to Forbes in the April 2025 edition, 40% of entry-level marketing, writing, and graphic design tasks are already being automated by AI. As if you didn't know that. That's huge. That's almost half of your side hustle at risk. So what you're
Yep.
gonna do, those creative writers and everything, where now you got AI taking over, and I actually went through a writing program in Kennesaw State University. So I've been curious to know just exactly what colleges is teaching now. And some of these careers, 'cause just think about it. You're going to spend, some of these kids that's graduating now is going to spend the
Hmm.
next 4 years learning a career that AI is quickly changing as they're going through college. So what are they going to do when they graduate? And typically in the US, our educational system has been slow to keep up with the changes that go on,
Yeah. True.
reactive. I mean, typically the industry and the equipment will be then changed by the time you graduate. You got to go try to learn some new technology, and maybe 5 to 10 years after things have changed, colleges and stuff will pick up, schools will pick up on it.
Yeah. So it's important if y'all notice, if y'all really listen to what he's saying, it's important to start self educating because as these systems get slower, because I don't think they're going to get faster due to AI unless the government starts doing like China and getting kids to learn AI at a younger age. Pretty much whatever you learn once you get out of college, if you're not specifically learning about AI and stuff like that, you pretty much will have to learn on your own. So it's important.
As Rich
And
Gronkowski would say, self-edifice.
yeah, self efficacy for sure. And I mean, it's not just lower end jobs that's getting affected. I mean, a recent report by Goldman Sachs say AI could affect approximately 300 million jobs globally by 2030, that magic year. So here's what's wild. The very same reports say companies using AI are making record profits. So
Of course, they are
people
cheap
are getting
labor.
self efficacious.
Well, you got to think about it. AI don't. You don't have to have lights on. AI can work in the dark, saving
Yeah.
electricity. AI don't get sick. Ain't taking no days off. He ain't got no family emergency, and it can work 7 days a week. It can do overtime without pay. It's a
Yep.
hard act to follow, but that's
You know, these
exactly why there's
businesses.
a clear digital divide forming. You either own the tools, or you getting replaced by them. So you need to learn this stuff that we're trying to tell you about. The question is,
Yeah.
which side are you going to be on? Are you going to be on the side that don't know? It's kind of like when I ask people, "Can you cook?" Well, no, I don't know how to cook. How can you not cook? How could you not know anything in this digital era that you can simply go out and look? I mean, if you don't know how to cook a cake, first of all, the recipes on the back of the box. Two, Google. There's YouTube, there's TikTok, there's
Yeah.
ChatGPT. There's all the AI bots. I'm sure there's plenty of apps out there. Anything you want to know, there's something for it. So this is not the era of I don't know. I think this
Nah,
might be the era of you know too much.
exactly. I mean, even if well, first, like we spoke about this in the newsletter about sovereignty. That's the whole point of this series is sovereignty. How can you still be able to manage your world inside of this, still be able to create and have your own AI and navigate this in a way where people aren't taking advantage of you. Like we talked about subscriptions taking over just everything. Your sense of autonomy is just going away.
Hmm.
So being prepared for this type of stuff is not only important, but it just keeps you in the know of how to operate outside of systems that you might not even know you subscribing to. That's why I keep mentioning sovereignty is important. But two, I mean, just from watching. these shows, and also if you read our newsletter on Substack, which you can subscribe, just leave a comment, or you can look at us wherever platform we're on the internet everywhere. Just type Lifestyle After Five, and you should be able to find us on these platforms. Basically, giving this information out so that you can kind of stay ahead. Because real talk, think about creators using ChatGPT and Midjourney to publish products daily. They if people are already doing this, they already building these products before AI showed up. So now it's
Mhm.
happening on Amazon, Shopify, YouTube. They just getting the AI to do it for them, and they're making the leveraging those platforms to make more money essentially. So
First of
just
all,
keep that in mind.
let me give a horn out to Amazon,
Yeah,
KDP. Your boy is an author on there, and my book has been selling. I say I got a deposit this month from last month's sale. So Amazon,
let's
KDP,
go.
and if y'all interested, check out my book, Lay Off the Lift Off. That tool, the workbook for those that's laid off to give you some tools of how to get your daily routine going and give you the best odds and the best chances of landing that new position or scaling up your career. It is a must-have if you're graduating high school or college right now. You should get that book. Also, I got them coloring books for you. If you one of those
Hmm.
persons that got children, grandchildren, or whatever, you one of those people that have ADD. Attention, these are very detailed coloring books. So if you enjoy that type of thing, check out your boy Ali Sheikh Muhammad on Amazon.
Yeah, you already know how we coming. We stay with the tools for you to build out your future. And also, if something comes up in it that you may not be seeing, at least we get you back on track. That's the main point behind this channel, is
But
teaching y'all how to be sovereign people.
Well, like I said, the platforms like Amazon, KDP, and Etsy are exploding with AI generated content. Children's
Mhm.
books, planners, printables. So the question becomes: are you buying products created by AI, or are you using AI to sell products?
Valid point, man. Think about that, y'all.
That made me get an idea. If I can find
Oh
out what
shit.
hair, maybe just think I might need to get a 3D printer. Just think if I could start 3D printing hair weaves.
Oh yeah.
First game.
The game is dead. Y'all might as well.
We're
He gonna be
gonna
the kingpin of the
take it down. The Asians will probably take me
weave
out.
game for real. Crazy work.
That is.
Facts,
So
bro.
So we're gonna go to segment two. How do I cross the divide? Let's get practical. Here's how you cross the divide. Number one, build AI powered content. That is a must.
Yeah.
Something.
I
And when I
mean,
say, let me give you some real tools on this.
mhm.
When I say AI powered content, everybody's not an author. Everybody's not trying to create a planner or everything. But for instance, we spoke about recipe cooking. Use it to build you a meal plan. Like if you got health issues, use ChatGPT and AI. Say, hey, AI, I got diabetes or I got this type of illness or whatever that I'm suffering with, high blood pressure. I need 5 meals. Or this is a meal that I like. How can I prepare this meal that it is blood pressure friendly or diabetes friendly? And what can I substitute? Create me a grocery list. That's how you stay on budget. Or in my case, I know I couldn't cook. I had a week I couldn't cook. AI, I'm gonna be out. I'm traveling. I'm moving around. I won't be able to cook.
Right.
What can I eat? What's something that I can eat to stay on track without spiking my blood sugar and my calories exploding everywhere? And it gave me a list of food. Kava. I had to pass by kava. I've never eaten there. It introduced me to these kava bowls with lentils and hummus and all this other stuff. It was actually delicious. Shout out to kava. Try you one of them bowls. But it gave me Chipotle, Chick-fil-A, grilled nuggets, different stuff that I could eat at without, eating 3,000 calories,
Yeah.
because I
Just
wanted,
going crazy.
I passed by Long John Silver's one day and I was hungry and I was like, check, can I have this? Long? It was like, absolutely not.
You better
The,
try this other option.
the things that it recommended me from Long John Silver, I was like, I just rather go home. No, I'm not eating that.
Right.
But it kept me accountable and kept me on track.
Exactly. See, stuff like that, it makes a difference, man. I mean, in the real world, a lot of people, y'all have smartphones. The access to information is insane. You already have a library in your phone just from
Mhm.
having Google. But now that there's AI, it takes whatever you're thinking the word on the web into one easy summary if you prompt it right. So I mean, obviously here on Lifestyle After Five, y'all see us. We have like AI robots and stuff doing some of our intros and talking about our products and stuff. So
Yeah, we're definitely going to that. You may not see our face. You may see a digital version of us.
yeah,
It's funny, bro. I saw a post on Facebook where somebody was like, Facebook will send you a friend request for somebody you made eye contact with in Walmart.
yeah,
Line in
nah, for real.
Walmart, it knows. It predicts you. It knows.
Facts.
So then,
And the wars that's going on behind all of this, and like people taking advantage of technology right now to basically build like million billion dollar corporations. Like you need to be watching how these people moving for real, because they're
according
using these tools.
according to Ted Buddy, 2025 analysis, AI generated content is becoming the fastest growing category on YouTube, surpassing travel and fitness.
Yeah, and that's crazy. That's some major stuff when you think about it. I mean, at this point, people are consuming artificial content at a higher rate on basically these are I would call them search engines because I see social media more like a search engine. People getting on there and they're like, I need to know information about this. So the tools are you can even use Instagram or TikTok to help you learn this stuff too. But that's why we're on these platforms.
Now, as we
Seriously.
stated before, you must be aware and be careful of some of the information that you get on social media because some of it is not
Yeah.
vetted. And even with ChatGPT, sometimes it can hallucinate and it will come up with different
Yeah.
things. And when I was doing some research in a study, it told me about this one guy who made $18,000 and he was eye popping or $8,000 in respect to. Cause I'm like, it was another article you said this person made $8,000. So sometimes this week I learned prompt engineering where it's like, hey, if you can't give me this person's name or where
That's
you
why
got
it's
this from,
important.
don't report it. And they can even with video, you can't believe anything you see on video anymore. I mean, because you can, as we
Oh,
reported in the last show, uh, people can use your face and generate videos. I seen one of Neil deGrasse where he was talking about the ancient Egyptians was the coldest age ever and drip and gold fronts and
yeah.
everything. And it's his voice. It looked like he's saying it, but we know Neil deGrasse wasn't saying this. So you got to be very careful with some of the
Facts.
stuff that you do. You got to dig a little deeper with it. That's why I don't just
Mhm.
post when I see stuff on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or whatever and take it as fact.
Yeah.
Now,
See, that discernment, boy, that shit gonna make a
gotta have to
difference.
start. Now, here's a key tip: AI isn't just for creation tool; it is a marketing machine. You can use ChatGPT to write your product description, email, and social media posts to automate the whole selling process. I mean, it give you a
Facts.
play-by-play playbook, really.
Pretty much, man. I mean, you can use AI to build the products and or guides or pretty much anything you want now.
That'll build your whole
Also,
budget.
that and instead of you having to actually be there now, you can use these deep fakes as well. Like people that build the products also use them and like he said, they market. So, you know, just from digital products created primarily with AI, there's reports showing that creators earning on average like $5,000 just making videos with prompts. You know what I mean? Like they ain't even creating it; they're just using the prompt. So you got the play by play now. Now there's no excuses.
And so now that we done laid out the facts, let's talk about the long-term play. If
Mhm.
AI can automate most jobs and side hustles, how do they protect your future?
That's valid. I mean, ownership is everything. We talk about that all the time. Digital ownership specifically. If you don't own your platform or your brand, you're vulnerable. And we talked about this also in the newsletter too about how important it is to lead with yourself, your stories. You can use these products, but as long as you have that personal brand built and you start adding these other elements, that's going to make a difference. That's why email lists, websites, and personal branding. AI can't take away audience loyalty. It just makes the process of creating easier to keep them engaged.
And that's the thing. I'm gonna say it again. Prompt
Mhm.
engineering.
Yeah.
Prompt engineering. You must learn prompt engineering. A prompt engineering is now a highly valuable skill. LinkedIn April 2025 skills report that ranks prompt engineering is a top 5 emerging skills for high paying roles.
Exactly.
We took
Think
prompt
of
engineering
prompting
courses.
as coding, bro.
Yeah, it's the new coding. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm prompting all the time now. I find myself coming up with different prompts.
Yeah, and also too, just as humans, we learn how to communicate more effectively by prompting. I mean, people pretty much operate the same way to an extent. It's just a little bit more live. So when you it's something I was thinking about today is you want to do something, right? And most of the time the play, like we give you a play, but you don't have that directly in the front of your mind. Well, prompting is going to make that process and building that habit and that muscle more.
That's what we're trying to do now. We're trying to
Yeah.
prompt you to like and subscribe our show. We're trying to prompt you to do better in your life and to be ahead of the game. That's what we're trying to prompt you to do. We
Yep.
prompt you to hit like right now.
Yep.
Prompt you to type in good show whether you enjoy
Hmm.
it, you don't enjoy it. Prompt you to like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
Start pricing now. Yeah. The tools like ChatGPT 4.0 Claude can help you build an entire business if you master it. And also, I want to challenge the audience, and
It's
I want to challenge
challenge
the
time.
listeners out there. Let's challenge it out there. So if you whatever you own, Spotify, what's the other thing we own? Substack,
Yeah. Substack,
YouTube, or
YouTube.
whatever. Your
If you
weekly
use
challenge.
any of these platforms,
I want you to create one simple digital product this week using only AI. It could be a short ebook, a social media post, a blog, and
yeah.
tag us
Or
at Lifestyle After 5. And we'll
yep.
feature some of your creations and content on our next episode.
Yep. Don't worry. Yeah. Anything that we do.
Yeah, anything, just tag us. Let us know. We want to know what you're involved in. We're
Hmm.
challenging you.
Yep. We with that type of stuff because it just lets us know that what we're teaching y'all on here is actually either helping you or is teaching you a new skill. So we looking
So
forward to
before we
seeing what y'all.
So before we wrap up, let's quickly hit this week's newsletter. We dive deep into how AI's digital divide is reshaping careers with a detailed example of the exact steps to start monetizing AI right away.
Yeah, man. I think pretty soon everybody watching this will be reading that newsletter and pretty much understanding that y'all can either read it from the email or Facebook or wherever we decide to post this at. But just know that we want to take any ideas that y'all have and we want to be able to put them through a lens that y'all can understand using these new tools. So please, these newsletters are free for right now and they pack with actionable plays every week. Y'all keep subscribing to wherever you find us at and start talking to us so we can give y'all more. The more that y'all tell us, how can I use this or what can I do with this information? Even though we do give y'all plays in the episodes, y'all might have other questions. So please feel free to subscribe and let us know how we can build more with y'all.
This isn't about technology, it's about empowerment.
These
Either
facts.
AI will make you money or it will cost you your hustle. The choice is yours, so you got to make that choice.
Yeah, man. Y'all know what it is though. We making moves, not excuses. Y'all can join us Wednesdays and Sundays at 8 p.m. Actually, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify. We're here to help you build a lifestyle that thrives after 5. All right.
Appreciate you rocking with us. Subscribe, follow, and we'll catch you in the next episode.
Peace, y'all.